Hello, everyone. This is Andrea Dumbecki from AngelFairyHealing.com, and this is Deep Psychic Healing with Archangel Michael. Today, we will be deeply working with Archangel Michael to clear our psychic space on a multidimensional level. I am really excited to explore this subject with Archangel Michael as I've been dreaming about doing this class for a while. Archangel Michael is the master fear clearer and energy healer of the angels, and he's a great angel to call on if we feel like we have negative energy around us, we're in a funk, we have bad luck. We just kind of need to start to feel more harmonious within our space and release attachments. So let's take a moment now to connect with Archangel Michael and to click into the energy of today's class and what Archangel Michael would like to share with us today. So we will be working with Archangel Michael today to deeply cleanse and heal our energy fields on all levels and the energy of our lives. So let's take a moment to just connect with ourselves. We're going to release all distractions. We're going to deeply connect with Archangel Michael and his loving presence. We're just going to be open, set that intention that whatever we need to receive today by working with Archangel Michael, that we are fully receptive to the healings and the blessings and the higher consciousness that we are about to receive today by devoting this time to work deeply with Archangel Michael for psychic healing. Continue to release all distractions and bring ourselves present into this present moment, into the here and now with Archangel Michael. So let's call in Archangel Michael now. I want you to close your eyes and just start to notice how you feel Archangel Michael, how you connect with Archangel Michael. Do you see Archangel Michael in your mind's eye? Do you sense Archangel Michael energetically in your nervous system? Do you feel a heat or a coolness? Do you feel a presence like you are not alone, that somebody's with you? If you want to look deeply at Archangel Michael in your mind's eye, notice what he looks like to you. What color are his eyes? What does his presence feel like? Let's open our heart and mind and develop that trusting relationship. Once you start to receive angel messages on your own, once you start to see angels, feel them, that's just the beginning of you developing your relationship with the angels, with working with them, and trusting that their loving presence is with us, right? Because sometimes we're so on the 3D realm of what's tangible, what we see in front of our eyes, that we forget that there's all these other subtle dimensions, and the angels are here on a subtle dimension around us. So sometimes to connect with them, we need to kind of switch our dimension. Archangel Michael is a powerful mentor and healer that is here to guide us throughout our life. Archangel Michael has a similar energy to Jesus, I find, and to this energy of being the universal way shower, the universal guardian, the universal protector. Archangel Michael is a powerful bringer of faith and helping us to walk in faith, to hear God's vision for our lives, and most of all to rise above fear, because fear is a huge thing on the human realm. It's a huge energy that we deal with on planet Earth, and Archangel Michael is here to kind of help us cut through the fear and to awaken to the true peace of our infinite spirit and our beautiful relationship with our life, with ourselves, and our multidimensional energy body. We are multidimensional beings. We sense things on different levels. We sense energies that may not even be physically near us or even in this present time, maybe energies from our ancestors, maybe energies from things across the way on the planet, or maybe if you're sensitive like me, you sense spirits or aliens or other energies that are around the places that you go or that are around the planet. So Archangel Michael is here today to assist us with managing our psychic space, clearing our psychic space, and getting centered in our beautiful energy. the beautiful energy of us. So the first thing we're going to do with Archangel Michael is just really get to know him. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to look deeply into his eyes, and we're just going to receive any messages that he'd like to give us today. So we're just going to deeply connect with Archangel Michael on a heart, mind, and soul level, and just receive what Archangel Michael would like to share. Okay? Would he like to share specific messages, visions? And we're just going to drop into our heart, release all stress and distractions, and be totally receptive, totally present with receiving messages from Archangel Michael, from being present fully with Archangel Michael and spending this beautiful sacred time working with the healing energies of Archangel Michael. So I want you to open your heart, open your aura, open your mind to being receptive, receiving his beautiful guidance. Archangel Michael wants to give to you endlessly. He's an infinite being on a higher dimension, which means he has unlimited energy, unlimited beautiful vibrations, and unlimited awareness of all kinds of knowledge that he is ready to share with you. So let's just listen to how he'd like to work with you, the messages that he'd like you to receive, and most of all, he reminds us to take time to listen to him, take time to work with him. It's really, really going to be powerful for us if we take time to work with him to cleanse the energy of our lives, the fear that has grown within our consciousness, within different areas of our lives, and the things that we are feeling a victim of, right? The things that feel out of control, the things that are perpetuating fear and stress in our lives. He'd like to help us with all of those things. And his major lesson to all of us is that I am here for you. I am here for you. Can connect with me in meditation, in prayer, and I want you to slow down and really connect and feel. Sometimes it's good to go to a sacred place, to connect with the angels late at night or early in the morning, a time where there's a subtle vibration, a time where there's less distractions, a time where you can really tune in to the angels and receive. So first of all, Archangel Michael's going to start bringing in his colors, his lights, his energy, his sacred geometry. He works a lot with blues and purples, also white light, higher dimensional angel energy. He's going to start to bring in those beautiful energies for us to receive. And he reminds us that this is a time for us to receive. We work so hard at trying to figure things out and trying to navigate our lives and, trying to stay afloat on all levels as a human, and it's really important for us to just relax and receive and be and know that we are safe in the universe, we are supported, that we don't have to keep doing things to create wholeness. We already are whole. We already are supported. We already are blessed. So we want to bring in this higher consciousness of just being in the abundance, being in the support, being in the perfection of all that is. We want to shift our consciousness to the safety of that, to the stability of that. We want to see that within our aura, within our life. And then next, Archangel Michael is just going to help us to bring back all of the energy of us. We might be scattered our power. We might be trying to help tons of people. We might be present in different times of our life. We might be regretful about the past or fearful about the future. We might have scattered our power all over. So Archangel Michael is going to help us to bring back our soul power and to bless everything that we are trying to hold up, everything that may be burdening us, everything that we are holding on to. We're going to bless all of those things that have distracted us, that have taken our energy, that are really valid things that need to be watched over, but we can trust that God and Archangel Michael are watching over all of these situations in our life, all of these people, all of the things going on in the past, present, and future, and that we can be fully present in our full soul energy. So we want to just see that soul energy coming back to us like a magnet. You can see it coming back into your belly or into your crown chakra, just like magnetically pulling back all of the parts of you, all of your energy. You might have left it with other people, and we're just going to work with energetic cords now, releasing all those cords, releasing all fear involved, and we're bringing up a higher consciousness. Sometimes we feel obligated to give our energy to others, to hold people up, and so Archangel Michael's going to help us to upgrade those energy patterns and relationships, that we can hold our power and that we know who we're supposed to hold up, who we're destined to hold up, and we can release the cords that are no longer needed, right? So we're just going to seal those energetic cords, releasing all the cords that are no longer needed, and we're going to bless all involved. And I understand we're keeping certain cords of our responsibilities, the people that we're watching over, our children or parents or family members, but we're just going to upgrade those energetic attachments, clear any fear around those, and just release any attachments that are no longer needed. We're going to go to old relationships, old jobs, old places that we lived, releasing all of those cords of energy and blessing all involved and bringing all of our energy and power back to the present moment. We're also going to release the cords of all exes or people we used to be involved with in any way, ex-friends, ex-lovers, ex-partners, coworkers, anyone that's moved out of our life. We're going to release those cords, upgrade the energy patterns, and just bring in more peace and harmony, bringing in forgiveness and peace on all levels, and bringing in the higher knowledge of our spiritual lessons. And Archangel Michael is with us, assisting in this guided healing. Today, we're really doing a deep clearing on our psychic space, gathering back our power, releasing those energy cords. We want to bring ourselves back to the present moment. We want to release energy from all situations that were traumatic or devastating or regretful from the past. We're going to forgive all involved. We're going to cleanse and neutralize that energy and bring our power back to the present moment, releasing self-attack, self-criticism, self-guilt, knowing that you are perfect in the now, and that every moment of your life you've done the best that you can. You've done the best that you could. So forgive yourself. Know that all you can do is love yourself and be whole in the now. And we're just blessing and balancing all energy, karmic patterns with all people and places and things from the past. Making deep peace with the past. Thank you, Archangel Michael. That's really, really important, he says. Making peace with the past, knowing that all you have is the present moment. And we're just going to balance all energy patterns. If you feel like you owe someone, if you feel like you did something wrong by someone in the past, we're just going to send them a blessing and balance the energy, and vice versa. If you feel like someone has wronged you, we're just going to balance that energy. We're going to set them free. And we're just going to balance all karma. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So we're going to continue to be magnetically bringing back our soul power and full presence to Earth, to our life in the now. And we want to awaken this energy of deserving nourishment, goodness, and love in the now. We're going to release any self-attack, blame, or guilt energies. This is a big one. A lot of us feel we're not worthy of good things because we messed up in the past. I think the longer we live, some of us, we just kind of accrue a lot of guilt and regrets. And it's funny when you say some of the things out loud. I know for myself, they're just kind of ridiculous. They don't even make sense. They're almost excuses to attack myself or limit the goodness in my life. So I want to just release and untangle those energies and work with Archangel Michael to know that we are innocent children of God, that we are perfect, and that we are forgiven, and that we're vowing now and in the future to do the best we can. And we're going to send back love to the past, present, and future. And if there's anything that you feel like you've done really wrong or wronged someone, I want you to send a million angels and lots of love back to that now and forgive yourself and all involved. And we're just going to ask to make up for anything that we have done in the past, cleansing our hearts, balancing our souls, and bringing back the fullness of our energy. And if there's any specific situation that stands out for you, I want you to just ask Archangel Michael to bless that situation and balance all the energies and bring love. Bring God's love. Bring the higher dimensional energy of the universe into action, right? We want to unfold the beauty of the universe, the beauty of the higher dimensional reality that we live in, because everything is good, right? And so I want to also introduce you to Archangel Michael's team of healing angels that assist Archangel Michael. We could see them like flocks of like blue powerful angels, and they assist Archangel Michael with his soul energies. Archangel Michael is doing many different things on the planets right now, but the major thing is helping us to rise above fear. That's a major one. Number two is feeling protected, feeling that energy of protection, that a higher power is protecting us, can call on us for protection on all levels, protection physically, protection emotionally, but also protection from things going wrong. So I want to just acknowledge that right now. If you feel like a situation in your life is out of control, or you're having bad luck or something like that, I want you to ask Archangel Michael to be in charge of that situation. Or maybe it's someone else that's very close to you. You feel like their life is out of control, or they're having bad luck, or things can't go right for them. We're going to ask Archangel Michael to watch over that person, or watch over any situation in your life that you feel is out of control. And there's some simple ways that we can connect with Archangel Michael. We can imagine that we are sitting with Archangel Michael and talking to him, holding his hand, that he is walking beside us. One of my favorite ways to work with Archangel Michael is to imagine that he is 14 feet tall and standing in front of or over the situation, whether that's somebody's going through medical things, or there's a lawsuit, or financial things, or anything that brings fear, any human struggle or any human issue. We can ask Archangel Michael to be in charge and to protect the interests of all involved and clear fear and karma around that situation. So we're going to ask Archangel Michael to bless that situation. He's also reminding you that he can also protect your dreams. If you have a dream of anything, a house in the future, a specific way you want your life to be, a relationship, a house, a job, some kind of peace or happiness that you are desiring, ask Archangel Michael also to protect that for you. Or anything else that you fear, investments, money, ask Archangel Michael to watch over all of your assets, to watch over your dreams, to watch over your life. He just gave me the thumbs up, and he's really excited to help with that, because he says as humans, that's a major worry we have, is that we want things and we're afraid we can't have them, or we have what we want but we're afraid that it won't last forever. So we want to just mostly shift the energy of that. Remember, when we work with angels, we're not trying to control reality. We're flexible with reality, but we want to shift that energy of fear, whether that's getting exactly what you want or something that's an equivalent of that, or just feeling inner peace no matter what happens, knowing that life is working for us, not against us. So Archangel Michael's really making sure we know that we must be flexible with life, like certain things are unavoidable, but he can alleviate the negativity around things, or help us to navigate the things that happen to us. And I have a great example of that is, suppose you're going to lose your job. You kind of feel it, and you're really praying, Archangel Michael, help me not lose my job. But sure enough, you lose your job. For a situation like that, for example, Archangel Michael will help you rise above the fear of change and trust that there is a greater path at work, and that you are safe no matter what throughout change. Remember, we cannot control certain things. We can't control certain situations or how other people act around us, but we can ask Archangel Michael to bless everyone involved and uncover the divine will for everyone's highest good. But we must release that human stubbornness or controlling factor that wants things to be a specific way. And we need to be flexible with divine will. So we're just going to bring in that consciousness with Archangel Michael right now of flexibility with divine will, of uncovering the path of peace within our life and the protection. And if there's anywhere in your life where you feel powerless or you feel victimized, I want you to see Archangel Michael working with you. I want you to imagine that you are surrendering all of those fears to him, and he's helping you to trust in divine protection and divine power, and to call on the laws of fairness and peace and harmony. And we're just going to go deep into that. If there's a karmic story there, we're going to cleanse that with Archangel Michael and work on that. Now Archangel Michael is also going to work on relationships in our life a little deeper, any negative patterns within our relationships, cleansing all of those negative energies, activating divine will, harmony, heart, oneness within all of our relationships, and releasing negative patterns. And that could go back to childhood. And I wanted to bring this up as the energies that we are born into, the relationship energies, the home energies, the energies around our world, within our life, within school, work. We are born into certain energies, and Archangel Michael's helping us to upgrade those energies if we don't like those energies. For example, if your parents are very fearful or worried about the process of life, or they yelled at each other a lot, maybe you don't want to continue to have those energies around you, those toxic energies. So if there's any toxic energies that you've been carrying since childhood, since birth, Archangel Michael's going to help you right now in a safe space to clear out those energies and repattern those energies. And I just want you to notice what energies come up. And as we just sit here and meditate on oneness, Archangel Michael reminds us that any of these energies that don't feel good are because they are not reflecting our true divine essence and our true relationship with the universe, our true desire to live in infinite peace, joy, and bliss. And that is always attainable for us, that bliss, that joy, that oneness. But we must bring love and healing to push out any of these negative energies and consciously repattern these energies that we were born into, or that we are perpetuating in, or are perpetuated by groups of people right now, whether it's collective consciousness globally, or the energy of your workplace or family or any group of friends or anywhere that you go. Any energies like that that don't feel good, we're just going to ask Archangel Michael to repattern these energies. And this is, as we start to dive deeply into psychic healing, we're really diving into energies and the multidimensional universe and all of the energies and motions of the planet and those around us and our neighborhood and our life. And we want to reset those to wholeness, to peace, to harmony. And we all know what that feels like. I want you to meditate on the time you felt the most peace. We're doing a specific activity. We're in a certain place. And I just want you to make that feeling larger and larger and larger, and we're just going to work with Archangel Michael to invite more of that spiritual peace into our life, right? And we're just going to invite that. We're going to build that. We're going to grow that. We're going to ask Archangel Michael to make space for that in our life and help us to rise above the fear of lack of peace, right? That we have no control over. Inner peace or energetic peace, inner harmony. Right? This is a huge issue on the human realm. Worry, anxiety, being able to live in harmony with our emotions, with our minds. And so we're just going to shed light on that and bring in this higher knowledge of we are safe within our mind and emotions. We have all the tools and all the knowledge that we need. We're going to continue to invite all of the solutions that we need, whether that's specific breathing techniques, meditation techniques, being gravitated towards the places that will nourish us, right? Maybe those certain schools, certain yoga studios, certain places. As an energetic being, I've noticed throughout the years, the more aware I get, I'm very drawn to certain places. Certain places have vortexes or energy that's a match for me that feels really good to my being. So Archangel Michael's going to help us to raise our vibrations so that we can find those things. Sometimes for me it's like a specific book I will just find. It will fall off the shelf, and then that book has all these energies and all of this knowledge that is just really right for me at that time in my life. So I want to awaken that flow of nourishment, that we know where we belong, we feel the rightness of our life and the world around us, and we're uncovering the groups of friends, the people that we need to know, the places that we need to go, whether that's jobs or social things or even things online, groups online. I'm just going to bring in that beautiful connections, those divine connections. And I want to dive a little bit more into childhood. So now we're going to do a timeline cleansing with Archangel Michael. And we're going to go back to really balancing and cleansing the energies that we were born into. We're going to look at those energies, the energies of our lineage, and we're just going to do this timeline cleansing. And in your mind's eye, if you want to join me, we're just going to imagine this timeline of your life, all the decades of your life, all the ages, all the places that you lived, people that you were involved with, your birth family, friends, schools. And we're just going to look at that energy, and we're just going to bless that energy and upgrade that energy with Archangel Michael. And we're going to release all darkness. If there's any darkness within your family unit, any traumatic or stressful times of life, we're just going to blast that with Archangel Michael's blue healing energy, and we're just going to blast all of these energies with love and cleansing all of this stuff, right, on your timeline, and just reminding you and down on a deep DNA and soul genetic level within all of yourselves that you are safe, that you deserve a beautiful life, and that you are whole and blessed. And so if any life situation or time in your life told you the opposite of that, we're going to upgrade the consciousness of that and awaken the true consciousness of peace on earth, peace within our lives. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So we are going to dive deeper into karmic healing and land clearing and collective consciousness. These are all of the things that can affect the way we feel, if we feel whole, if we feel anxious, if we feel that we're not completely ourselves. So we're just going to identify that right now as we become more and more centered within ourselves. You might want to tap your third eye or wiggle your feet, or just feel that you are very, very present within your body, sitting on a couch in the center of your head, for example. I want you to make sure you're in your body, looking out of your eyes, very, very present, very grounded. And in this space, I just want you to work with Archangel Michael. We're going to do an interactive healing to just recognize if you have any attachments. And we're just going to gently, with peace and love, cleanse that away, release any attachments. If you feel you have anything that's not yours, that doesn't feel like yours, there's many different names for those things, right? We hear the word entity, the word demon, spiritual attachments, pockets of negative energy, whatever you want to call it. We don't want to give it a lot of energy, especially those negative names. We just want to recognize that it's something that's foreign to us. It could be some energy or thought form even. They can become tangible things. A lot of us that are very sensitive to energy, myself included, I see pockets of thoughts and consciousness as tangible pockets of energies that I'll feel around me, whether that's clouds of energies or like shapes of energies, and then sometimes they'll rest within my aura, and then I know I have to acknowledge them and release them. Sometimes they won't leave until we acknowledge them. So if there's any energy that you feel attached to you or within your aura or being, I want you to acknowledge and release that and ask what it's trying to teach you or tell you. Sometimes we can't release it until we get the message. Sometimes it's someone or something calling out for help, a negative pattern within our own lineage or karma, or something that's just stuck. So we just want to bring light to that and healing, and we're just going to release any fear or any beliefs that we're powerless to, and we know that we have complete dominion over our energy field with love, and Archangel Michael is helping us to know that we are not a victim of energy or energy patterns. So I want you to just scoop up any energy that's not yours. Just imagine in your mind's eye that you're releasing that with the help of Archangel Michael, and we're just getting it out of our aura, and then we're going to look at it and notice, do I have to learn anything from this? Did I learn my lesson? What needs to be told to me? And so the thing that comes up for me when I do this is I pulled out a lot of energy attachments that didn't feel like my own inner peace, and it was a lot of my lineage, a lot of the suffering and victimization within my lineage, a lot of violence and stuff like that. So I really want to acknowledge all of my ancestors or even myself from a past life, and to upgrade that right now, know that right now in this moment we don't have to suffer. We are protected, and we can offer all those bad memories or sufferings or traumas, we can offer those to God and know that God's love heals all, and Archangel Michael is holding a sacred space for healing. I just want to see that sacred place for healing with Archangel Michael now, and notice if there's anything calling out to you, someone that needs your help. Different things can happen. You could have a discarnate spirit. We're going to ask that discarnate spirits be released to the light now with the help of Archangel Michael. You can have also a curse or negative energy implanted in you. That could just happen if somebody's just annoyed at you, and they send you negative energy and you're sensitive. So we're just going to release that. We're also going to release any collective negative energies that maybe were shared with us with regards to the process of life or belief systems about what's possible, about the goodness of life, and any energies about who you are, your career, your psychic sensitivity, your talents, your hobbies, anyone that criticized you for those things. So there's many different things that could be going on. So let's just do a little deeper aura cleansing with Archangel Michael and just notice what's happening. And we're also going to bring in knowledge of how to heal it, because I want to talk about the things that I experience within my aura. Sometimes they're pulling me towards my purpose, right? For example, if I keep getting the feeling that I have to heal my lineage, maybe I have to read some more books on that or take some classes, or I have to do some deep ceremonial work or prayer work that's very laser focused on those issues. And I do see some collective issues with the group. One is the persecution of healers or psychic people or being spiritually sensitive, and making that okay and standing in the empowerment and the perfection of that versus feeling bad for being those things and wanting to block those things. So that could be a negative energy pattern within our aura. So I just want you to notice what any of that energy within you is trying to tell you. Also, if there's any area within your aura that feels heavy, what's in there? Are you holding earth energies? Are you holding someone else's energy? Are you refusing to let go of a burden? Giving our burdens to God. Very important. Releasing heavy energies. Also noticing, what is that heavy energy telling you? Sometimes you need to say a prayer for the earth, or you need to emit your healing energy. This is a very important message I'm getting for everybody, is that if you are a healer, it's very important that you emit your healing energy. You can do this by praying for the earth, sending healing to the earth, but sometimes when we feel heaviness or stress within our body, it's a call to pray for the world, to pray for everyone you know, or share healing, or teach, or write, or do things that are positive for the world, because that helps that energy to start moving, right? Be the change you wish to see. If there's something that you need to heal within yourself, sometimes you need to share that healing with others. So I just want to awaken that energy pattern for all of you about how to be open about self-healing, share self-healing, and share these beautiful tools with others and step on your spiritual path. So next, as we start to do our deep, deep clearing with Archangel Michael, he is working on us throughout class, but we will do a deeper meditation a little later. But I just want to talk about some specific tools that you can use. And I do recommend that you meditate with Archangel Michael deeply and even download your own tools and visualizations. But I talk about the ones that I have received just as a gateway to help you have some tools to use and to help you connect and create your own relationship with working with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael reminds us that negative energy can be easily cleansed with angel light, and things that breed negative energy are drugs, alcohol, anger, fear, violence, trauma, negative etheric records such as war and other negative events, disasters on the planet. You can feel the energies of those. And these energies can be passed down in families. By changing these energies, by cleansing these energies, you can literally change your luck and change the path of your life. So we're going to work on clearing these energies from our aura and surroundings. And it's interesting because, like, personally, I don't have issues with drugs or alcohol, but a lot of people in my family have, and I felt that sometimes I could carry those energies, and they're like a depressing, lethargic, kind of negative, curse-like energy that I had to clear from my aura for a long time, and they seem to re-engage themselves. So Archangel Michael reminds us to be patient, that we can do a lot of cleansing today, but energy is just kind of like taking a shower. I mean, you have to do that regularly. You might have to cleanse your energy regularly. And if you had a very negative family member or you were affected by something very negatively, it might take a while to clear those energy patterns from you. So are you guys excited to change your luck and change the energy patterns of your life? Archangel Michael is going to deeply work with each and every one of you to do this. And I remind you to invite Archangel Michael in and say, yes, I am welcoming you to work with me on this deep level, and just let that beautiful path unfold for you guys to work together. So I'm going to talk about some of his tools of healing. First is spirit release. Archangel Michael is creating a staircase of light to send lost spirits to heaven. Sometimes there are spirits around. They could attach to your aura. Spirits are attracted to open and sensitive people, especially people with mediumistic tendencies, which are people that can hear them, people that can see them. So we ask that these spirits gently go to the light, and we ask that our space is guarded so that we don't have to interact with these spirits unless we choose to. I've seen these spirits since I was a little kid. When I was going to sleep, I'd see faces in my mind's eye, and they'd really kind of come in my head. And throughout the years, I've learned to manage this more and to just follow the stories. Once I lived on a place that used to be a Native American, I think, grounds. And when I was there, I kept seeing someone coming into my third eye. Like, it felt like someone else. So I kind of went into that, and I looked, and I saw a giant Native American guy, and his head became like filled in my head, like a giant head, right? And then I said, okay, I'm going to follow that. And then he took me into his village, and he showed me about his world, and then he told me about the negative energies between the settlers and the Native Americans, and I just kind of blessed and released that energy, and I blessed the past. I've also seen etheric records of, especially around here where I live in the Pacific Northwest, of the Native American wars and things like that, and I'll go places and see that. So when that happens to me, I really recognize that it's no coincidence that they need help, and I'm bringing love and light to them, because sometimes they just need to be acknowledged that they're stuck in their loops of suffering around the life that they had lived, the way that they died, and there's a lot of like negative energy that bound them. So I'll just ask Archangel Michael to release that. I've also done some work to be a step ahead of that and recognize that if I'm noticing it, it's because my soul contracted to help those spirits, but I can also work with Archangel Michael to shut that off if I want to, and to know that I have power over it, that I can choose if they visit me. I'm also very aware of haunted places, or places where there are a lot of spirits or etheric records, and I find a lot of those places are like old buildings, especially like old hospitals, orphanages. Spirits are a lot also in hospitals, nursing homes, graveyards, of course. So a lot of those places are a hotbed for those types of energies. So I'm just aware of that, and I just kind of work with Archangel Michael to help me to release those spirits and to not feel victimized by that stuff, and to recognize that I'm connecting with the multidimensional realm so that I know what I'm dealing with. So let's work with Archangel Michael right now to help you to understand spirits and how to release spirits, and send the spirits to the light, and notice if there's any spirit or any spirits that you interact with that you feel are around in your world. I luckily have not dealt with this a lot recently. For years, I actually had a fear of this, especially being a psychic child. When my mom would send me to psychics, they'd tell me that I really had to protect myself, and I was so open, and I started to develop a phobia of this. And so I did take some medium classes, and then I got more comfortable with understanding, oh, it just means that I can see this realm, but I'm in complete control. Nobody can invade my head or aura or steal my energy. I'm not a victim of this. And I'm just understanding that as a shaman, I walk between realms, and this is a gift. Spirits can talk to me. My deceased loved ones can talk to me. And if I see a spirit that is suffering or bound, I can call on the angels to release them. So I really shifted the way that I looked at this power. And so I hope that if you guys have this ability, that you understand it and feel like you have more control of it. And it's really good to understand this, especially if you have children or, you deal with people a lot, to understand how to release spirits from homes and people. And just mostly with it, we ask Archangel Michael to do that, because we've all had that feeling when we sense something's not right, something's attached to someone, you're not alone, or maybe there's a family member and you feel like they're not completely themselves. That's a great time to do a spirit release. And we can ask Archangel Michael to help us to understand when a spirit needs to be released and what's happening. Another great tool working with Archangel Michael that ties into all of this is calling on Archangel Michael as an angel bodyguard. If you feel fear on any levels, ask Archangel Michael to walk by your side, and you can ask him to bring his team of bodyguards. If you're driving, if you're alone at night, if you're walking outside alone, if you want something protected, like you get that fear that you parked your car in a new place and you want to make sure it's protected, or your home is protected and you went away on vacation, or a family member just going on vacation or taking a long drive, or somebody's going on a plane. These are all times you can call on Archangel Michael and his angel bodyguard team to protect you, to watch over you or your family members. Archangel Michael is great at helping with plane travel. When I first started to work with the angels, I used to fly to Asia for work, and I would call on Archangel Michael to release the plane turbulence, and right away the plane would get calm. And so I always worked with Archangel Michael when I was traveling to foreign countries and things, and I felt out of my element because I'm not very adventurous when it comes to those things. I'm always a little fearful, and as a fearful person, Archangel Michael has really helped me to feel more peace in new situations, and to just go out in the world a bit more. Another great tool is the Blue Angel Lightning. It's powerful angel light that we work with Archangel Michael to blast away fearful, negative thought patterns. Maybe you have a reoccurring thought that invades you late at night, a money fear, a health fear, a fear for protection of something, kind of a real sticky fear. We imagine that blue angel lightning is clearing that fearful energy. So let's try this. Recognize a fear that you might have repeatedly, maybe even years, and notice where that fear is in your body. You might see it wrapped around your spine or in your belly. We're just going to ask Archangel Michael to go into that fear and blast that fear with his blue angel lightning and repattern that fear. And that's a lightning energy to repattern and cleanse. We can also use something called angel fire with Archangel Michael. We use that in different colors. I like white or blue or green. And we're just going to ask that energy be repatterned. We're using the lightning or the fire with Archangel Michael. And we're also going to ask that it be replaced with upgraded thought, right? So if it's a fearful thought about health or money or something like that, we're going to ask that it be replaced with the upgraded version of that as we breathe higher consciousness into that. We're just going to fill that consciousness area with light. Next is the Blue Angel Pyramid. This is a great tool for a place such as your home or workplace or even the whole planet, where envisioning that the physical place is in a blue angel pyramid filled with divine energy from Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So just want you to feel that. Now let's practice using this tool on your home, on your car, on a specific place you go, maybe the grocery store or one of your favorite stores. Just see this blue angel light pyramid over that place and see Archangel Michael overseeing that and releasing fear and any negative energy. Another great angel tool is the Angel Energy Cleansing Spiral. We imagine a powerful spiral of divine healing light energy spiraling around you, just releasing any stress, tension, fear, any negative energy, any foreign energies, releasing that. And Archangel Michael reminds us that these tools always work, but they need to be practiced, and it's great to spend time doing them. You're having a really busy day and you take like 1 second to say, okay, Archangel Michael, surround me with your light, and then you think you're going to feel great instantly. That you might sometimes, but usually taking a little more time, 5 or 10 minutes, to really feel these tools, to really envision them and work with them works better, I find, putting that time in. And also doing these things with a group repeatedly, right? Because then you're creating a record. You're able to access the energy quicker and easier. And also, at times when you're not distracted, right? Maybe early in the morning before, you have any responsibilities, or late at night, times when you're not distracted by things that you need to be doing. So Archangel Michael, super excited to work with all of you. He reminds you that you are a divine alchemist, a divine creator, and that all you have to do is ask. That if you feel afraid about something, if you feel stuck, if you feel that you're in a cloud or bad luck or anything's attached to you, to ask and the solutions will come. Do you know how many times I felt like something was wrong and I needed something and I asked the universe and then the most perfect message came. A person said something or I found a book and it was just the energy that I needed, because we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing. So we're going to do an Archangel Michael soul consciousness clearing and healing meditation. We're going to bring in Archangel Michael's healing tools and his healing symbols. And we're going to do some more deep, deep soul clearing and healing. So are you guys ready? I want you guys to get comfortable, close your eyes, get in a relaxed position. And we're just going to be ready to receive a deep healing of our complete consciousness, a complete clearing and healing meditation from Archangel Michael now. We're just going to be fully present here, and I want you to just feel deeply in your heart, feel receptive to this beautiful, blessed healing that you're about to receive from Archangel Michael. I want you to fully receive that and be open to that. Open your hands, open your mind, open your heart. This is a time for you to be present with yourself and to receive healing. I want you to start to take deep breaths and feel the healing light of the universe pour through your crown chakra, down, 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 your entire being to your feet, relaxing all of your muscles, all of your tissues, all of your cells, deeply, deeply relaxing your being on all levels, feeling all foreign stress, tension, energies, attachments, releasing as the energy of you strengthens, as you are more and more in touch with the peace of your soul and the sovereignty of your being, that you are safe in the universe and that all is well, and anyone or anything that you are holding on to, that it is guarded by the divine, protected. Archangel Michael is watching over everything, and that all is well. I want you to feel that peace deeply within your heart. And we're going to ask now Archangel Michael to work deeply with us on a multidimensional level, body, mind, and spirit, to do a deep cleansing and empowerment of our soul. We see his blue angel fire spiraling around our spinal cord, releasing all energies that are not our own, strengthening the divinity of us, knowing that we are perfect, whole, and complete. All we have to do is awaken to that spiritual fact. We're awakening the higher dimensions of ourselves, going up, 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 from the third dimension to the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension to the sixth dimension to the seventh dimension to the eighth dimension to the ninth dimension, welcoming the higher versions of us, the higher dimensions of our higher self, integrating the fullness of us. We're releasing these lower energies of fear, of limitation, of stuckness, of fragmentation. We're shedding light on all energies that are not reflecting us and just acknowledging those energies and cleansing those energies with Archangel Michael. Releasing the energies of confusion, of lack of clarity, fear of the future, a feeling of not being whole, a feeling of being broken, just acknowledging all the feelings that you feel that are not your wholeness. We're just going to bring them up to the surface and cleanse them with Archangel Michael as we start to awaken more and more the feeling of our spiritual wholeness, our spiritual peace, the truth of us that we are seeking, being grounded, being safe within our being comfortable within our skin, safe within the universe, awakening the natural healing power of our aura, awakening the multidimensional strength of our aura, our light Merkaba, as we also are working with Archangel Michael's powerful healing symbols, blessing our aura and our being on all levels, spiraling into all of your cells, returning wholeness, and releasing all the roots of fear that may have been growing within your life. We acknowledge and feel those roots of fear as foreign to us, as Archangel Michael stays by our side, helping us to pull up these roots of fear, pulling up any energy patterns that are not rooted in divine truth, divine power, divine wholeness, and the truth of us. We're pulling out all of these negative roots, and we're seeing them disintegrated into angel light. They have no power. Fear has no power. Negativity has no power. We are now plugging into the mind of God, the higher power of the universe. We see ourselves rooted like a tree into our higher dimensional self, with Archangel Michael assisting us in remembering, reawakening to our divine wholeness, our divine sovereignty, our full spiritual power. We see Archangel Michael and his beautiful tools of healing, his giant symbols, sacred geometry, triangles of blue light, pyramids, fires, purple, blue, white light sparkles, coming in as energetic downloads into our heart and being, reminding us of the truth, that we are safe, that we are empowered, that we are blessed. We want to keep awakening to the divinity of our true relationship with ourselves, with life, with the universe. We want to keep rising above fear and awakening divinity. We are awakening to the rightness of ourselves, our life, and our path. We are blessed divine beings with divine potential. Now Archangel Michael is going to activate your nervous system with divine potential. As he awakens your divine potential, you are being activated once again, reminding yourself of your true path, of your true empowerment, of your true peace, of your true passion, of your true wholeness, and the true rightness. Releasing all negativity, all regrets, all stresses, all traumas, and knowing that no one and nothing has done anything wrong, that you are now safe and whole and fully on your divine path. We are asking Archangel Michael to remind us of our soul mission, of our talents, and to guide us in each moment of our life. As we continue to work with Archangel Michael, he's going to help us to repattern our energy and bring harmony to all of our cells, helping us to navigate our human body, our human lives with more peace and dominion, helping us to step into the magical flow of existence. Feel that beautiful magical energy pouring through your being, pumping through your being, the true energy of life itself and the goodness of life. As Archangel Michael is known to sit next to God, Archangel Michael helps us with hearing God's vision and voice for our life and helping us to tap into the higher mind of the universe or the higher mind of God, which has infinite knowledge and looks at things with an enlightened perspective. As we slowly and gently integrate all of these beautiful healing energies from Archangel Michael, we truly thank Archangel Michael for his mentoring and healing. We vow to continue to stay open to working with Archangel Michael and not diving so deeply into human fear and stress. We are now awakening our connection with Archangel Michael on a deeper level. We are now acknowledging that we can ask and receive help. Archangel Michael reminds us that many of us go through stress and struggle without even asking for our problems to be solved. We don't even think it's possible. Archangel Michael wants to remind us right now that all things can be fixed and healed, and we are continually working with the divine to navigate our lives. He wants to awaken that relationship with him, with God, with the greater universe, with faith, whatever you want to call it, to start to work more with having that conversation of asking for guidance, receiving solutions, and staying positive about our relationship with life. Now I want you to take a second to just receive any messages or visions from Archangel Michael, anything that he'd like to share with you today to complete our class. And just receive those downloads. Unraveling stress and tension, and reawakening to the fact that you are safe, that you are blessed, that you are guided, and that you are never alone. You have millions of angels watching over you. You have Archangel Michael and his healing team available at any moment. You are a powerful human being with a powerful mission and a powerful potential, and you are valuable. And what you are bringing to the world is valuable. Archangel Michael now is blessing you and thanking you for spending this sacred time with him, being receptive to him, and recognizing that all of the healing work and meditation and in prayer and intention that you do affects the whole planet, affects everyone that you know. You are making a difference. So take time for your meditation, your spiritual study, your prayer work. It's very, very, very valuable to the planet. Archangel Michael shows us that every time you meditate or pray, that you shoot light out into the world, that you become a beacon. Let's now say a prayer that we have time for ourselves and that we integrate our spiritual healing activities into our lives, and that we find the things that work for us, those meditation techniques or prayers or philosophies, the things that totally work for us, that heal our being and help us to reawaken to the spiritual beauty of our relationship with the universe and the perfection of our lives. Thank you for listening. This is Deep Psychic Clearing with Archangel Michael, and this is Andrea Dumbecki from AngelFairyHealing.com. I am blessing you and sending Archangel Michael to assist you in all perfect ways. Thank you. See you next time.